What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome to the British Grand Prix. You might be wondering, where the hell is Monaco? That was supposed to be next on the calendar. Basically, nothing happened. The entire Grand Prix. The pace at that race was absolutely amazing. We went on to get pole, went on to get the win, pretty much uncontested. It was mainly just an exhibition for me to make sure that I didn't hit the barrier. But speaking of hitting the barrier, I did do that at one point in qualifying. I think it was qualifying 2. I was on an absolute worldie of a lap, go through the final corner, I've hit the barrier, and I've lost my front right tyre. But the game has allowed me to carry on for another 10 seconds, and I went and set provisional pole. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. But that was the Monaco Grand Prix in a nutshell. We're now off for the British Grand Prix. I thought, it wasn't really worth showcasing that episode in the one video. We now have a chance to sign with Renault again. I believe we applied to join them earlier on this season. So, what's the harm in doing it again? Let's see if we can replicate Daniel Ricciardo 12 years earlier. Why not? Brilliant win, utterly brilliant performance at Monaco, thank you very much. Let's take a look at the driver's standings, since you guys probably wouldn't have seen that. Driver's table. We lead the way, 48 points, 3 points clear of Fernando Alonso, Michael Schumacher, P3. Still very close between the top 3, Massa slipping down a little bit, but if he gets to win this race, then he is back in the game once again. But that is the summary of everything that has happened up until this point, so let's get on with the British Grand Prix and see how we do.
It's time for Saturday qualifying here at Silverstone. The first knockout session is about to begin.
Crazy to see how much this has all changed. Not only in this game, but just layout-wise from what we're dealing with today. This is the British Grand Prix. We're straight into Q2. Pace is actually pretty good. I just seem to be struggling to nail a lap together. Just getting used to everything. I keep getting caught up by just some curbs here and there. I just run a little bit wide and that kind of stuffs me up. So hopefully on this one we can get a representative time in. And now you wouldn't really believe it, it's hard to tell, but this is the run up to the start finish straight currently in F1. But this is the old layout if you haven't seen it already. Normally turn 1, now you turn right, but instead we're turning left and going through this old bit, which is actually a pretty good section. I've always enjoyed it. What they've turned this into is now a bit of a fan zone from when I went to the British Grand Prix, so that was pretty cool to walk on the old layouts through the back part of the circuit, and now we're leading on to the old, or the current, I'm just confusing myself. This is the 2006 current start finish straight. Here we go, across the line. Massa's done a 19.1, we do a 20.1, that's not good enough, but that might get us through to Q3 anyway. P8. At the moment, not quite good enough. We still need to find more time. I think we can do an 18, in all honesty. We did a 19.5 in Q1, and that was on my first or second lap. So if we hook it all up together, we should be pretty pacey. But again, it seems like the pace is relatively close between all the front runners.
Jarno Trulli sets a new lap time.
Oh my goodness. I thought we could do an 18, but I didn't anticipate a low 18.
We'll continue with session 3 of qualifying in a few moments.
Jeez. Yeah, we finally unlocked the pace of the McLaren. Still, maybe a little bit more time in it, but Q3, that's where it matters. Alonso did an 18.8, so even the Renaults are still fairly close in keeping us honest, heading into the vital part of qualifying. First lap, pretty good. Oh, yep. That's what I want. Beautiful. 2 tenths up middle sector. Also, I think 2 tenths up in the first as well. This will give us a low 19, hopefully. I can't believe the pace of the AI at the moment. I've got a pretty competitive time on the board at the moment. We come across 19.2. Well, that puts us right in the game. I think I'm going to return to the pits now, but I was going to say the AI are mighty fast on heavy fuel. Alonso in particular, there he is right there, only 3/10 away from what he was doing in Q2 on race fuel. I really had to pull that lap out of the books. Honestly, I don't even know if I can improve. Let's get back to the pits. I'm a bit of a hazard. Yeah, that was honestly a really, really top level lap. I don't know if I can find too much more, to be honest. If we do, it's only going to be through fuel loader, not actually getting a better lap out of the car, if that makes sense. But we're right in the thick of things, between Alonso and Schumacher. Massa down the order quite a bit, time-wise, needs to find half a second to match it with us. Montoya, there or thereabouts, the McLaren is actually decent at this circuit as well. But hopefully he can find his way forward. 8 minutes to go. Yeah, we're going to do more laps and see if we can find improvement. We haven't put on a second set of tyres yet, so maybe there's more time there. But yeah, just shocked at how quick they are at this circuit in particular. We've really got our work cut out for us. Oh, I kept the foot planted there. We're a 10th and a half up through the middle. I think we might have lost a little time in the first sector. Across the line. Yeah, 19.3, 19.2. Again, I've matched my best time. That is commitment. On a pad anyway. Oh my goodness. Massa's done an 18.8. 18.8 with fuel. These guys are mega, mega fast. Coming up to start our last lap now. Oh my goodness, I thought that was commitment on the last lap. That just took it one step further. Good sector. No, I've run wide. I don't even know what the sector is for the middle sector split. Down to P4. This may not be an improvement. Or it might be. It was a brilliant first sector. Just got to pray now that we are better than 4th place on the grid. Can we get on the front row for the British Grand Prix? Across the line, it's a 19.1. Matching Fernando Alonso. We do jump Schumacher to get on the inside part of the second row of the grid. But what a qualifying session. What a quality session. The AI. I was stressed. I was at maximum there. And they were too. That was the most satisfying qualifying session I've had so far on this game. Nothing separating the top 5.
We've enjoyed it. Hope you have too. We'll see you tomorrow for race day. Goodbye.
Damn. And I say nothing really separating the top 5. I honestly believe that Massa is probably running with less fuel than some of us for qualifying 3. But there you go. That's the results on just pure raw pace. We're the fastest on the grid. We did that 18.4 in Q2. We did that with low fuel. And it's so puzzling. Like the other guys on low fuel as well were nowhere really near us, apart from maybe Alonso. But there you go. That's your grid for this British Grand Prix. Who are we fighting in the championship? I believe it's Alonso and Schumacher. I think, yeah, Massa's dropped a few points in the championship. Like I said earlier, he needs that win this race. He's in the box seat.
Welcome to historic Silverstone for what promises to be an absolutely thrilling Grand Prix.
Imagine qualifying next to Michael Schumacher on the grid. Unbelievable. I know it's only a game, but still, that's pretty crazy. British Grand Prix, 3rd place. There's a win today is well and truly up for grabs. This should be a good race.
We're really aiming for a podium finish today. Try and stay out of trouble in the early part of the race too. There's some stiff competition breathing down your neck.
Let's do this.
Only seconds to go before we're racing. You can really feel the tension. We are racing!
Oh,
To a great start. So does Michael Schumacher.
that was off-putting.
The field is tightly packed.
Into the top 2.
The first corner.
Massa, what have you got? Oh my god, I could feel the toe really working for me there, almost hitting the rev limiter in 7th gear just before we get to Maggots Beckett's Chapel. Bloody hell. Now watch it again. We're running with pretty much max downforce. but still, we absolutely smash it.
Take it easy while the tyres are blue.
Speaking of getting smashed,
They'll soon heat up and turn green on the indicator.
I'm not going to react to that. I'm just going to get on with the job. Get off. A difficult thing for me today is I've got a lot of downforce, not a lot of straight line speed, so making these overtakes is not going to be easy. And with just how slow they are on the corners, it's going to be so off-putting getting near them.
So is second. Michael Schumacher third. Fourth is Fisichella.
Making real progress here. You're doing well.
Thank you. I'm going to need all your help today, team, to get me up the order. This is a crucial race in the championship. That's me. Oh my god, that's P10. Really putting everything on the line here to get back in the points. Oh my god, that Toyota. Another one. That is P9.
Superb driving. You're moving up the field well.
Yeah, bottled that big time.
Great time through sector 2. Keep it up.
This is why I get so edgy. Because they are all over the place. And I am too. That was 100% legal, I promise. I know the AI is slow here. Let's see if we can make the most of it. Coulthard. Shall we pass him up the inside? I think we should.
According to our computers, the
Oh!
tyres are accumulating some wear now.
I can't believe you tried to stick it in there. I didn't think you'd be able to pull that off. And man, what a race. This one is certainly not going to disappoint. We have amazing pace, amazing grip in the corners. Just doing enough in a straight line to make it work. Back up to P8. I don't even know what position we dropped to. Such is the progress we've already made in the opening couple of laps.
Nearly a second faster in sector 3.
But let's keep going.
Just a quick weather update for you all. The clouds have been forming for some time now, and it's finally started to rain.
No. Thanks, Martin. Really appreciate you bringing the rain clouds with you. Barely get settled into the Grand Prix, and we get shunted down to last. We finally get back in the points, and the rain strikes. Nice script. Now, let's just pray that the team put intermediate tyres on in my stop, because there is absolutely no function that tells them what tyres I would like on the incoming sets. A Honda and a Renault in the pits.
You're good, mate. You're moving very well through the field.
Thank you. And now it is my scheduled lap to stop with Montoya up the road in P4. What is McLaren going to do about this? I feel like it's just about time for intermediates, but what tyres are going to go on the car? And what are they going to do about Montoya? Surely he doesn't have enough fuel to carry on.
Ready when you are. Scheduled stop at the end of this lap.
The truck's really losing its grip now. Where is the pit lane? Oh, we've been overtaken into the pit lane. Thank you very much for that. Okay, into the pits we go. It's a complete mystery what tyre compounds we're going to get for the second half of this race. Could be softs, could be hards, could be intermediates, could be bloody full wets. We just don't know. Are we stacking? Yes, we are. Thank you very much for prioritising my teammate who is down the order in the championship so that you can help him in this race. I really appreciate that. Pit stop. Despite my talking through the entirety, it's actually pretty good. 8.0. Right. As for the rest of the guys who have already stopped previous laps, are they on dry tyres? Did they switch to inters? Did they have to do 2 stops? So many question marks. Tell you what, the pace is not good right now. We're not even catching up to Christian Clean up ahead. Getting caught by Jacques Villeneuve behind as well. We're on the exact same tyres as everyone else, but we're just not performing. If you just watch my driving as well, I'm not losing the back end or anything. I'm not locking up. It's impossible to do those things on this game. The car is just slow. It's just understeery. I'm doing everything I can. We got max downforce as well, but it's not working.
There it is. Alonso crosses the line in first place and earns a well-deserved 10 points. Michael Schumacher will take second place.
Wow. What a shame. We just had nothing to fight with in the wet.
Silverstone comes up trumps again. Another fantastic race. And so we conclude the final part of this first European leg.
So there it is, chaps. just wasn't our race, was it? Even with the mistake there, we were fighting back well in the dry. We were smashing it through the field. Then the rain hit, held in the pits for 8 seconds for Montoya's stop, and then the pace at the end. We couldn't even recover to overtake guys who we were so much faster than in the dry. It's just, if that doesn't point out the irregularity of the wet on this game, then I don't know what does. No points. And for our championship rivals, it's a 1-2. Massa, 16th place. What are you doing, fella? You should have won that race. You should have been taking points away from the other guys. And now Alonso and Schumacher, especially Alonso, have a pretty commanding lead at this stage. We get demoted to P3. Constructors, yeah, we're down to P3 again as well. So it's an ever-changing battle, seesawing, if you will. Hopefully in the next one, comes back in our favour. Oh dear. Okay, wow. Offer. They want me to be the second driver at Renault F1 team. That is interesting. Guys, we're going to leave it here on this episode of F1 2006 Career Mode. Let me know what you think we should do with that offer. On the basis of things, I think I probably want to stay, to be honest, at McLaren. I think the balance of the AI and ourselves is really, really good. It's a to and fro battle we have between those guys. If we go to Renault, I feel like maybe we'll just be that little bit too quick. But who knows? I will certainly take your considerations on board. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more F1 2006 content. It's the final season and we're on the home stretch. Let's enjoy it while we can. Until the next video, I'll see you next time.